Hi guys, I'm going to be talking about my surgery experience and going through my progress with you guys. Over the past 6 weeks, I've been kind of vlogging, I guess, making little videos of exercises that I got to do, kind of going through week by week what I'm doing, how I'm healing, what my progress is looking like. The surgery was longer than we all kind of expected it to be, and it was more extensive than we all expected it to be. And I have a whole list of what they did to my knee. And I don't know, a lot of it is a lot of, doctor jargon. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But basically what happened was they took out the ACL that they had replaced 5 years ago and replaced it again. And they also took out my MCL, replaced that. They repaired my medial meniscus again, and they found some cartilage damage. Basically, the doctor said that he had to saw it off to make it a little bit more smooth. I didn't film that much during week 1. There was nothing going on. I could start on a couple exercises that helped me with getting my range of motion back. Right after surgery, I was allowed to work on going from 0 to 45 degrees. In this video right here, you'll see Ryan helping me with trying to bend my knee and trying to get it to 45 degrees. I think in the video we thought we were at 45 degrees, but I'm pretty sure we weren't anywhere close to it. On week 1, I really had to focus on my pain management. This is my second surgery, so I learned a lot from my first experience and my first surgery when I had my ACL reconstruction. From the first experience, I went home the very next day and I hadn't taken any pain medication. There was nothing in my system. I had a nerve block, and when the nerve block wore off, I felt all the pain all the way. And there was nothing that I could really do because I was so behind on my pain medication schedule. So for this time around, I made sure that my boyfriend and my cousin got my prescription filled right when they got the prescription from my doctor, because I really wanted to be on time, I wanted to be on track, and I wanted the pain medicine to be in my system for when this nerve block wore off. I have to push down and extend my leg to get it as straight as possible. I have a nerve block on, so I can't really feel a lot of sensation on my leg, but I don't know, I think I'm doing it right. That same day, a few hours later, the nerve block wore off. I felt all the pain, all the same way I felt it in the very first surgery. For some reason, the pain medication just was not entering, I don't know if it wasn't entering my system or it just wasn't reacting to it and it wasn't sending that relief. So for 2 days after my surgery, I was just in the worst pain, and that came with like so many anxiety attacks. I would have to keep calling my doctor and just ask him like, what can I do? And at that point, they would have me double my doses of my pain medication, and they would have me mix one pain medication with another pain medication. Even when those didn't work, they prescribed me an even stronger pain medication, which to me was really scary to take because I hate taking pain medication, especially opioids. It makes my body feel horrible. Finally, on Saturday, my body started reacting to the pain medication. I still don't like it, but it did the job. Because the surgery was just longer and way more difficult, and I got so much more work done than we thought we were gonna do, the progress has been very hard. It's been very difficult to get my range of motion back. You see some improvements on these videos. Like in this video right here, you see that it's my first week doing some strengthening exercises, and I'm not even doing it correctly. You'll see in the very next video which is it goes from week 2 to week 3. I'm doing the same exact exercise, but I'm actually doing it correctly this time. And you see the difference in my leg, like I'm actually straightening it out. I believe it was week 4. You see me reach 50 degrees on my own, and we were super proud of it. But then that very same week, I think that was leading into week 5 already, we hit like a huge plateau. The point of this video, just to kind of catch up with what's been happening. So last week was my 4-week mark. I was able to reach, I think, like 62 degrees on Tuesday. And then after that, I got super swollen. I didn't really focus on my stretches. I had to just get my swelling down and work on like my strength exercises. Ideally, my PTs wanted me to be at 85 today so that I could start working towards like, I don't know, 105 degrees for my bend. So today I got to 65 degrees, which to me is upsetting because I was at 62 7 days ago, and in 7 days I went up 3 degrees. And that was like, I was pushing really hard to even get to 65 degrees. I'm not feeling great mentally or emotionally. I feel really set back. I feel disappointed. But everybody keeps telling me to celebrate the small victories. All of my PTs and Ryan and everybody's so encouraging. They keep telling me like, it's not like a huge setback. That was a huge setback for me. I started to kind of doubt myself, like wondering if I'm even doing what I need to be doing. Like, am I going hard enough, or am I just telling myself I'm going hard enough? Like, can I go harder? I don't know. And so it really started getting to me. This whole process has started to get to me mentally and emotionally, because it's like you're working so hard and you're in so much pain, but you see very small progress. And it's already been 6 weeks, so it's been a long time that I've been feeling this way. Not only that, but I had to take some time off work, so I'm always kind of cooped up, and if I'm not doing my exercises, I'm really tired from doing my exercises. And so I don't know, I'm just not really in my own routine. Week 5 and week 6, I just really haven't been filming because the exercises that I'm doing are still the same from week 3 and week 4. They've gotten a little bit more difficult because I've had to add resistant bands and just like, you know, add more reps, add more sets. One thing I wanted to mention is that these videos are not meant to be tutorials. I do not for any reason intend to teach anybody how I completed these exercises. You never want to do exercises that aren't cleared by your doctors or physical therapist. But other than that, we're working on, I guess, just new methods on trying to stretch my knee, trying to get my range of motion. So those new methods really require me to push past my pain. Whenever I reach a certain threshold, my doctor and my PTs, they've been really aggressive with me pushing past it. It gets to the point where they tell me like, you need to expect to cry because the pain is just so intense. And they reassured me that even though it hurts really bad, I'm not injuring myself. Like, I'm really behind on my progress, and that's something that my PT just told me last week. And it was something that we had all kind of known, but we just didn't say out loud. But last week he actually confirmed, like, you're pretty behind and you need to start pushing even harder than you are now. And they're not saying that I'm not pushing hard. They're just saying, like, whatever you're doing, intensify it. I'm really trying. Like, today I went hard. Yesterday we went hard. Like, it got to the point where I'm just like, I don't care if it hurts, I'm gonna pull this thing as hard as I can. Just go hard. So what else did I say? Oh, I know that the people who are gonna be watching this video, you guys are probably people who are about to get surgery on your knee or some kind of surgery, and you're kind of just looking and browsing for people's experiences and trying to see what maybe you're about to experience or what to expect. I hope that this was not discouraging. I know that I'm talking about a lot of the negative parts of it, but at the end of the day, I did this surgery so that I can have a better leg and a better knee, better mobility, less pain when I'm doing my activities like dancing or sports. Everything that I'm going through is going to be worth it at the very end. Right now, it sucks. I gotta be honest. It sucks so bad. But I know that I'm working towards something good. If you're watching this, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get knee surgery or whatever you need to do. Get it done as long as your doctors say that it's the safest route. But just know that it's going to be very difficult and you need a whole lot of support. You need to keep your mind strong, find hobbies and activities to do while you're not doing your exercises so that you're not going crazy. Lastly, it's very important to take your pain medication. Even for me, like it doesn't make me feel great. It makes me really nauseous and I get a lot of motion sickness and dizziness, but it's really important to take them because there's no way that you can endure that type of pain by yourself. It was really, really important for me to take my pain medication like 30 minutes before my PT or any physical therapy or any exercises that I would do so that I was able to push to my full potential. And while we're on the topic of pain medication, I just wanted to point out that prescription pain medication is nothing to play around with. I'm saying to take it as you need to deal with your pain after surgery, because surgery is a very tough thing to put on your body. However, when you start feeling that you are tolerating pain more and that you don't really want to be on the pain medication, there are drop-offs at hospitals and pharmacies where you can drop off your pain medication that you didn't use, because opioids are nothing to be left hanging around. It's not something that you leave in your medicine cabinet or within anybody's reach. They're very addictive. I think you can develop an addiction to prescription pain medication within 5 days. And it's a serious thing that a lot of people have to battle with. Hopefully I can leave some kind of information or hotline or something for anybody who might be dealing with opioid addiction or who knows somebody who's dealing with opioid addiction in the Bay Area or nationally. Anyway, I gotta go to PT, so maybe I'll finish this video later, or I don't know if I'm finished, but we'll see. We're at Jamba Juice and I gave Ryan, like, I have this little card, buy one get one free, and I gave it to Ryan because he's gonna get it because I'm super slow on my crutches. And he came back in like, you know, a few minutes. I was like, wow, they made my Jamba Juice super fast. But then he's like super out of breath because he heard a car accident and the car flipped over and he ran all the way over, and him and somebody else helped pull somebody out of a window of a car. Do you want to tell your story? Here, you tell it.
I don't want to.
He doesn't want to tell it, but he told it better than I did. Point is, he was all the way over there in the front of Jamba Juice. He heard a crash. And you hear the sirens. I think you can hear it in the video.
I can't hear it.
Anyway, the ambulances are coming. Everybody's okay. He said that the guy that he pulled out of the window is walking and he's responsive. What did you say? You had to like hold the car open? Or I mean,
So the car was flipped over onto the left side, and then the driver was trying to get out of this window. But this window was on the ground.
Oh shit.
So they were pushing the car and it was rocking. And then I said, don't tip the car over, because the guy was already halfway out.
Yeah.
If they tipped the car back over, he'd like go flying, but it sent up into the air. I don't know. But
like catapult.
But so while they were gently pushing the car to one side, I was making sure that it didn't tip over. And then we just pulled the guy out the window.
Oh my god.
But then the guy was like, he was okay. I think everyone's just in shock right now.
That's scary.
No, they're here.
Wow. The fire trucks are here. You can kind of see them behind Ryan's face. I was just waiting for my Jamba Juice. Little do I know, Ryan was putting his own life in danger trying to lift up a car. It could have fell on him. I'm just glad everybody's okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing all this. I usually never really crave many things. But today I was like, let's get Jamba Juice. And especially because I'm on my crutches and I just got done with PT. We usually are supposed to go straight home so that I can ice my leg. But today I was like, no, I want to get some Jamba Juice and maybe go to the park after. What a crazy thing. You know, we were meant to be here. Ryan was meant to be here. I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm doing.